Welcome back, everybody, all you metalheads, horror fanatics, weirdos on YouTube. Um, I've been away again for weeks, like usual. So I figured I'll do another album review. I'm not really great at these. Have it playing in the background. And of course, if you watch my video, which is my first or second most popular video, the Scorpions, my top 5 favorite band, and here it is, Rock Believer, the German edition, black and white vinyl from their website, and I got this from CD Japan, Japanese version, of course, with the bonus track. Wouldn't be Japanese without the bonus track. Now, where to begin with this album? Well, I'm just going to go right into it and do the best I can. Oh, of note, the vinyl I have, Crossing Borders, is included in the original album, which is weird because all the other CD versions, I think it's a bonus track on a deluxe edition. So I don't know what that was about, but let's start it off track by track. Gas in the Tank, it's a weaker song on the album. I like it because it sets the tone. It, the wham bam thank you ma'am lyrics, it's an okay song, but what I like about it is it sets a tone. It's, the sirens come on, it's a hard rock, it has the the driving guitar in it, and it's an ode to saying they're not going to quit anytime soon. We got gas in the tank, so I'm thinking they'll do one more album. That's just me. Roots in My Boots is my least favorite on the album, on the list, the original album. I don't know, it's Roots in My Boots, it's a throwaway for me. The good thing about this song, though, I think it has a great guitar solo in it. Knock 'em Dead is a standard fare, but I like it because it reminds me of like a good sing-along. Knock 'em dead, knock 'em dead, knock 'em dead. Yeah, it's kind of like this album reminds me of the classic Scorpions in various forms. This one here, especially track 3, would fit perfectly on, say, the Poppy album of Savage Amusement. It's that type of era song. It would be a good sing along in a concert and live events. It's all right. I like it. But then we get into the meat and potatoes of this album. The meat in the middle of this album is fucking amazing. Rock Believer, the title track. At first, I heard it, I'm like, once again, great sing along chorus. I'm a rock believer. Scream, scream, scream. It would be a great concert staple. It's not like a classic Scorpion song. I don't think it'll be that, but it's a great, raise your fist in the air. Starts out with real slow, like a ballad, then it kicks up into the chorus. It's a great track. It's one of the better ones on the album, in my opinion. And then we have probably my favorite two songs easily my favorite two songs, I would say, on the album. Shining of Your Soul. It's just the shining of your soul. Yeah, it has that reggae like intro guitar in it. And it's like, to me, Love Drive. Not the song really, but more like Is There Anybody There? It has that same vibe. But it fits the Love Drive classic Scorpions. Now we're fucking talking. That's amazing era of the Scorpions. The reggae guitar intro. It's just a really great song all around. And then the Seventh Son, which is the longest song I think on the album. No, well, Call of the Wild might be longer, but it's a moody track. It's China White 2.0. Even better than China White. It's almost like a similar, dark, same type of guitar riff of China White. It would fit perfectly on either Animal Magnetism. The Atmosphere has the Animal Magnetism, and it also has Blackout, because it's basically China White, like I said, version part 2.0. So the two kind of mix together, like the move from the dark Animal Magnetism era album and the ending of, China White on, well, the ending is when the smoke's going down, but I mean the end, toward the end with China White of Blackout, where it has a moody, it has a drum beat to it. I mean, yeah, if you know what I'm talking about, I mean, that's why I suck at reviews. But yeah, it's basically, if you know Blackout, China White, Animal Magnetism, you would love that track, which I'm sure if you watched this video, you already heard it many times. Hot and Cold is another one, sort of like Knock 'em Dead. It's like a good '80s rocker, like it's would fit good like on the so-called hair metal era of the Scorpions, like poppy Love Drive, maybe even Crazy World, or even a tinge of um, hot, hot, hot and cold, got me burning, fever. Yeah, that's a great. Uh, I guess it would be supporting track. Would fit in the perfect '80s era Scorpions. When I Lay My Bones to Rest is like a punk song almost. It's because it's so quick and fast. When I lay my bones to rest. I don't mind this song. It's pretty good. I like the pace of it. It's not a highlight, I wouldn't say, but it's a good flow because you had the two slower songs, a ballad, and a poppy or rock song, then the really fast, When I Lay My Bones to Rest. It would be good on a punk album, to be honest. And I think it's a good song. Now this is weird because Crossing Borders is on the bonus track, but I'm going off the vinyl right here. Crossing Borders is a decent bonus track. It's a typical bonus track. It's not bad, but it has an AC/DC vibe to it. Crossing Borders. It would be like an AC/DC song. That's a decent track. Nothing to write home about. They probably would never play it live. And then we get into the first single, Peacemaker, a fast, in-your-face song with you crunchy guitars that when I first heard it, I just fell in love with it. So yeah, that's definitely a highlight. It's only like 2 minutes 50 seconds, but it fucking kicks your ass. And next up, maybe the most interesting track on this album, Call of the Wild. When I first read about this song, they were saying it had this like Led Zeppelin-ish vibe to it. Kind of. I'm not like a Zeppelin fan, but it's more like a classic rock, bluesy mixed with the classic Scorpion sound. I don't know really how to explain it, but it's definitely probably my favorite track on the latter half of the album. Yeah, it's just like, in the call of the wild, we'll follow the night. And that's what's playing right now, the same song. We'll follow the night. It would be good live song, I think. It has a classic, like I said, classic rock feel to it. And then, When You Know Where You Come From, the latest single. At first I thought, it's just an average ballad, but then I listened to it. It's great. It's like sort of like Crazy World era. It would fit like maybe like Send Me an Angel 2.0 kind of. It's a track about your life. You gotta know where you come from, stand for what you belong. Don't let your troubles fool you. Only you can be your downfall. Basically, it's once again another great lyrical ballad by the Scorpions. It's like when you find yourself on the lonely, empty road with no flashing lights. I forget how it goes. Only you can stop your downfall. Just great track. I've been a person that struggles with depression, and I'm always having a negative image of myself, so I kind of feel at home with that song. At first I didn't like it, but now it's growing on me a lot. It's not among their best ballads, but it's a pretty fucking solid way to end the album. Now in the bonus tracks, there's not a lot to say about them. The first one, Shoot For Your Heart's fucking awesome. I don't know why they didn't put it on the album. It's a fast-paced, straightforward rocker that would fit perfectly on this record. Take out Roots My Boots, for example, and put that one in its place. Be fucking amazing. Even notch the album up even more. And like I said, it would fit kind of like Savage Amusement era. Maybe, anywhere from like Love at First Sting to Savage Amusement, Crazy World, that type of era of Scorpions. It's great. The next one, When Tomorrow Comes, is weird. It has, Klaus Meine, or Mine, or however you say it. It's like limited singing. It's like he's muffling his song. I mean, you can understand it, but it sounds like he's at like distance from the microphone. It's interesting to hear the Scorpions experiment a little bit. It's an okay track, but what I like about it is the bass, the driving bass in that song. Boom, 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 boom. So it makes you tap your feet to it and like get you in the groove. It's probably good it's on a bonus because it doesn't really fit on the regular version of the CD or album, but it's a good That's a good beat. There's nothing wrong with it. Unleash the Beast, I was hoping it was a Saxon song, but it's not, because that fucking Saxon album is awesome. It's, yeah, more filler. I don't really have a lot to say about it. It's not horrible, but not memorable. And then it ends with When You Know Where You Come From, acoustic. It's okay. I prefer the electric version. I guess they wrote the acoustic version for the album, but the producer wanted the electric version of the song, so there you go. Now, I'm sorry for going through this kind of bland, but it's hard for me to do reviews unless I know this album's really well and hear it like 1,000 times, because my ADD, I'm always doing something else. Like right now, I'm listening to the fucking album and talking to you. But overall, this album fucking kicks ass. There's only one song I don't like, and that's Roots in My Boots. A lot of people like it, I think, but it's just not that great. But overall, the middle of this album, like I said, is the pride and joy for me of this record. It's definitely the strongest album since Crazy World. It's definitely a top 10 Scorpions album. They fucking surpassed my expectations. Yeah, it wasn't hard to beat Return to Forever because I didn't like it, but that's not surprising because most of those were leftover songs, so that's why it wasn't very good. It was just boring. But yeah, it's been their best album of the 21st century. It's even a little bit better than Sting in the Tail, which I liked. So yeah, it's definitely has this classic Scorpions feel with a little bit of more modern poppy Scorpions thrown in. So yeah, I would highly recommend this. What I would give it out of 10 or 8 or 5 star, I don't know how to rate those fucking things, but yeah, I would definitely give it like at least an 8 out of 10, 8.5. So yeah, it's fucking great. It's definitely going to be one of my top albums of the year already. The new Saxon, which I've heard, I haven't gotten it yet, fucking awesome too. That's why these classic bands always outperform these newer bands. There's just something magical about these older groups, because that's when music was alive, you know what I mean? And people have more, wouldn't say they necessarily have more talent, but it just seems that way, because all the older bands just put all these newer bands to fucking to rest, because even their newer material still kicks ass for the most part. So yeah, this is definitely going to be one of my albums of the year contender. Maybe it will be at the end. I don't buy as many records as I used to, because not a lot I'm interested in anymore. But yeah, that's my review of Rock Believer. Like I said, check it out for yourself. If you like the classic era Scorpions mixed with a little bit of more modern Scorpions and late 80s pop Scorpions, then you'll fucking love it. And yeah, like I said, if you haven't heard these songs, do yourself a favor, pick up the record, and just give it a shot. From what I've seen, most people would agree they love this record, or at least they think it's pretty good. So thank you for watching. I'll do another review, I think, shortly, maybe in a couple days, because I got another one in mind. And then maybe I will do a podcast with somebody if you want to teach me how to do this shit, or one of those big YouTubers. I would love to have myself on your channel. We can talk about metal or horror or whatever, because I'm a horror fanatic also, but music it's easier to talk about. So yeah, thanks for watching. Like I said, I'll put a link in the description, or like for a past video, and to subscribe. If you want to subscribe, it would really help. Not very many people watch my videos, so it would really help me. Although my Scorpions one from a couple years ago, it's now over 1,000. It's my first or second highest rated video. So thank you all. I don't know if I'll ever get a large enough audience, but I just like talking metal and rock. So everybody, just want to say rock on, stay safe, and I'll see you later. Peace out.